My overall experience today was breathtaking. I didn't expect anything of the sort. First of all, I didn't know Kektil, but I got to know about them today, and they are a wonderful organization. So everything, what they have offered today, just great thanks to them. Yeah. To be honest, it was awesome. We don't have a debate club in Embu, but through this session offered to us by Kektil, I believe we should have one. We should have one because it's engaging, it's educative, yeah. First of all, the group discussions were great because we got to have diverse opinions on diverse topics. So yeah, the group discussions were good, and we got to know what are the thoughts of people from different perspectives. From our group discussions, I got to take away that we've been singing the song that the government is not funding us. But from our discussion, we talked about something called dependency. We are so dependent on the government, and it's time we get to think on our feet. We have to think outside the box, that we need the government, and to think on outside the box and make our ideas work by ourselves. Because when we depend on the government, that day might never come. Suggestions to Kektil. So I believe it would be good if the Kektil group shared the topics, the discussion topics, the programs way earlier, even for the debaters, way earlier, because I believe when we prepare for a long period, the debating, it will be wholesome. Yeah. How easy or how difficult is it? So, first of all, I'd say from my perspective, it's not easy. There are a lot of bureaucracy to go through, first of all. So it's not easy to get government funding for young entrepreneurs, but it's still there. We've seen one government funding model, that's the Uwezo Fund. It's working. It's helping youths across the country. So if you are persistent enough, you can benefit from such funding models. The barriers facing youths in entrepreneurship in Kenya, one of them, I'd say, we are singing the song of capital, economic environment, but to me, what I think is the biggest barrier is the risk-taking urge. For an entrepreneur is somebody who is willing to take a risk. But for the youth right now, they're having a kind of fear, like, what if I venture into this idea, it doesn't work? So I'd say youths are not ready to take up risk, and that is the fundamental key element of a successful entrepreneur. We have to be ready, and we have to be willing to take risks. Is there adequate youth representation in leadership in Kenya? I'd give a straight no answer, because that's the song we've been saying. If we want better solutions for the youths, we have to involve youths. We have to involve them in the leadership. And that's not happening in Kenya. That's why we are calling for the government to involve us youths through our representatives. So my answer would be no, we do not have enough youth representation in the government. How can youths be represented? How can they better be engaging in the politics of the country? So I'd say from my own world, there are certain forms that go around the country. When a policy is about to be passed, there are certain forms that go around, and we have emails that are circulated to send your suggestions, your views, your comments on a certain policy. So I'd encourage youths, take part in those those endeavors. Write an email. If you think something is not working, that's what we call public participation. Get involved, participate in those projects. Yeah.
Standing together, united, divided.
My hope is that in some few years to come, if it's not a decade, we'll have an environment which is ready to incorporate youth entrepreneurship. I've seen it in other jurisdictions. We have programs such as investment programs where youth comes with their ideas and then they are presented to a panel of investors. If the investors are satisfied with your idea, then they invest in your idea. So I think that can be a thing. If we get people who can start such a program, we get investors to invest in youth ideas. So that is where I would like to see Kenya in some few years. An environment where we are holding youths and helping them move forwards, helping them to reach their goals. Yeah. Yes, we agree we are a third world country, but that doesn't hinder us from taking on ideas. That doesn't hinder us from making policies which can help youth. Yeah, we won't sing the song of third world anymore. Let's take action.
For me and you, we are the leaders of tomorrow.